such a big wing. If you look at the camber, the shape of that wing, you know, it's amazing. And it's quite a stunning plane. You know, it's a really interesting plane. And this is, well, for this size hole, probably about as big as you'd want to go. You know, they don't probably fly anything much bigger than this in here. Let's just take it out here.
Quite windy, isn't it?
It's such a, you wouldn't expect such a big aircraft to fly, would you? Not anything really.
Notice all moving with fin. The fin.
Yeah, falling in the middle.
Again, we've got quite a lot of movement on there, quite fast movement. And I'm launching it from over here because it tends to always go to the left when you start. Oh, I should launch it this way. Health and safety, and then it's going to go over there first, hopefully. Now if I tell you that's about a tenth of its possible speed, I would appreciate it. It's actually quite fast, but it can be slowed down to that sort of speed. Like that. Did you see that? This is the trouble, small models get small very quickly, but this is now 17 quid and is actually a much more sophisticated plane. It's still using IR, but it's actually got a much better range, and with the undercarriage on, you can touch and go and so on, and it's got a faster speed as well, and fully proportional rudder, which is nice. One snag, they only produce it on one channel. How short-sighted is that, eh? One channel. I mean, you can imagine if you could have half a dozen of these flying in here, wouldn't it be great? That really is great. And they go and produce it on one. Yeah, that side is not very fast. The other side is like faster. Well, that's not very fast today. I think that's better. You need a bit more throttle, yeah. But it is an absolutely fantastic helicopter to fly, and you really can do anything with it. You know, it's a brilliant model to fly.
What's the battery life on that one?
Well, they can get a good 10 minutes out of that because you're not caning it, you know. And it's still only the standard motors, obviously, but you know, you're not caning it, so it doesn't suffer in the same way. You can get a coaxial, and now I might say to someone, go and get one of these. It's going to cost you about 30 quid. Play about with it at home, see if you like the idea. Then go and get a coaxial, which will cost you about 60 or 70 quid. Play about with that, and then if you really think it's for you, you know, go and get a proper helicopter. But certainly these can be flown amazingly precisely for what they are, you know. It will pirouette. Oh, 1,000 times. I mean, is there anyone here who's got a pistol head? Yeah. You have?
The nice.
No doubt about it, it was okay, and it's only really when brushless and lipos came along that, you know, anyone thought, right,
I
okay.
go back to 1950, doesn't it, that design?
Yeah, no, not
No,
well, the original, the American
yeah.
one, oh God, was back in the 50s. Oh yeah, that's right. And the poor pilot had to try to land it looking in a mirror over his shoulder as he was coming down backwards. Needless to say, I don't think he landed many. Took off all right, but didn't land many. I mean, nowadays with a computer on board, you could just do it, couldn't you? And I think in a way, this is what put me on to sort of a lot of some of the more interesting indoor things. Getting this and experimenting with this and playing about with this. And it's been broken and bust many, many times. And getting it off is always a bit tricky because you've actually got to push away from you, whereas you always think you're going to want to give elevators, get up. You actually don't, you want to go down elevators, you want it to go away from you. Otherwise it chases you. Also, you need to try and get it off the ground fairly quickly. That's the other secret. What you don't want to do is let it level out. If it levels out, it picks up speed like a rocket and it rolls and loops fine. Problem is again, you lose the idea of which way up it is. So you've got to be very careful with it. But if you flatten it out, you get a very fast speed build up very quickly if you flatten it out. You know, if I bring that nose more horizontal, it starts to speed up straight away. I demonstrate this often in some quite small scout huts, and as you can imagine, they're all rooting for me to crash in. They must prefer to see the crashes. But it's a fascinating little fly. You can see the temptation that other people to try to fly into it. Surprisingly stable. I mean, this design has now been around for a few years.
Oh, yes.
That'd be a bit confusing.
Biplanes are always just that little bit nice to see in the air, you know. Wow.
What I found it's got no air over section at all.
No, nothing at all. And of course it's made from really thin 3 mil Depot.
It defeats the whole principle.
I know. Yeah. It totally relies on all this carbon fibre. The body is actually, that's hollow in there, and it's got a layer of carbon fibre down there to stiffen it, to keep the weight as low as possible. This room is really a touch small. And interestingly, this, because it's only 16 grams, will actually lift from level flight, which the Cessna won't.